This looks mighty fine. Let us keep one unit stationed on top of him and send these guys back west. That seems pretty legit. These guys, no, they're fine. Do nothing. And let's next turn it up. Oh, these turns, man. I'm gonna stop complaining and just, you know, give it a little sit. Oh, fun. Who just... Something happened. Something happened. Okay, Hiawatha wants to work together. You know, I'm inclined to say yes. This guy's kind of a beast. He's currently #1 on the list. Let's do it, Broseph. Sistine Chapel just got built. Oh snap. People are sciencing ahead of us. Don't like this. They're not too far. They're like not necessarily ahead of us, but catching up to us. And that scares me. Okay, so my guess is that the Siamese made friends with someone. My golden age just came to an end. So let's just send this frigate up and around. See what we can discover. We found Gandhi's border way over here. So that's pretty cool. And we have a tiny little empire. Let's send this guy this direction. And yes, these are good positions to hold for now. And put them all on alert. And next turn. Oxford's done in 6, so we'll finally get that out of the way. And Big Ben, I'd like to have, hopefully does not get stolen underneath our feet. That would be bad. That would be so bad. Babylon is about to hit 21 people. That is insanity. That is pure insanity. We have a lot of people. Considering only 4 cities, we definitely have a lot of people. I just want to take a look at the population in a second. Considering our land, which is probably one of the smallest in the game, probably like 11th place by now or something, we have insane amounts of people. I'll just let this finish because I don't want to overload it. Oh golly. Any second now would be wonderful. Most wondrous people. Yeah, we still have the most wonders. Ramses is catching up. Hiawatha's got 3. And then Oda's got 1 actually. So Catherine's got 2. Some person I don't know has got 2. I am #1 because I'm a beast. So let's look at population. Ramses is the best. We are the 2nd best. And if you look at land, we are 10th best. Best is Hiawatha. That probably explains why he's so high right now. He's got enormous crop yield. He's got enormous production. And he's got enormous gold production. He's got enormous land. This guy's enormous. We still are the smartest with highest literacy. And population is Dragon only right behind Ramses. So from what I see, it's Ramses and me going toe-to-toe on science. And Hiawatha's coming in with his big empire. So Hiawatha might be a contender in a short while. I want to establish my rule over these people. So as soon as we can, again, if it's unlocked, use mine. Did we finish the farm here? Aye, we did, good sir. Let's go work on this farm. And +2 food for being next to a river. That is beast. And send him over yonder. Next turn, Sirrah. For the love of all things beautiful, speed up the turns. Oh, game. Oh, why are you doing this to me, man? This may be because I'm just running other things at the same time. Is this, like, possibly having Chrome open just hurts this a little bit. In the future, I'll keep that in mind and make sure I close everything before I do this. Because, Jesus, I hate waiting more than 10 seconds. Just so much stuff happens in the game, I'm guessing, that it just takes a while for it to figure out exactly what it needs to do.
Wherever we look, the work of the chemist has raised the level of our
145
civilization and has increased the productive capacity
So this
of the
just increased
nation.
our mine and port production, so our production everywhere just went up a little bit. Let us double check the numbers on our constructions. Babylon is finishing Big Ben in 12. I think this one maybe from a 6 to a 5. Not entirely sure. And Nippur is open for another project. So let us give you you know, actually a market would not be bad here. We have a raging economy right now. So we can do whatever we want with our money. I'm thinking possibly a mass buy sometime in the near future of some important object. This would be really good for our food and make us crazy and shoot us to the largest nation. So actually what I want to do, this is really awesome. Fertilizer is really, really awesome. But what I actually want to do is possibly go metallurgy rifling. If we get rifling, we would dominate if we got it ahead of everyone else, militaristically speaking. And also, it doesn't require tedious iron, and it doesn't require tedious horses, which this empire, clearly, as you can see, has none of. So that is... And we also have a ton of money, so we can upgrade these units as much as we want to rifling. So I think that is an intelligent decision on our part. And also, if we get Big Ben out, buying these units will be so cheap. So again, Big Ben, we need you, man. Don't you like abandon us. We need you, man. Let me just double check that we're... Oh, they want to work together too. Why not, bro? I like everybody wanting to work with me. I think it's because I'm not an aggressive person. Huh. Hiawatha likes the fact I'm on good terms with India. I think we're like the Triple Alliance. Hope they don't get on Ramses' toes. Ramses' pretty cool too. I mean, he's my... Technically, he's like my... Not enemy, but he's my like working enemy, I guess you could say. And we're not... We're on good terms, but because we have a science pact. But again, yeah, he's my, what's the word for it? Rival, I guess. So Brussels. First time meeting them, interesting. And let's just keep going around the world on a little tour with this frigate. I want to see where everything is and where I can go before I go anywhere, which won't be for a long time. I think, let's just read these. Met them. India's not protecting Brussels. Denmark's not protecting Brussels. Egypt is no longer the ally. Edinburgh's declared war on Raman Kayag. Whew, that sucks for you, Raman Kayag. You weren't such a douche, that wouldn't happen. Next turn. Oh no, I regret instantly being zoomed in. Sorry, zoomed out. Let's zoom in now. And I didn't do that population check that I wanted to do on the Big Ben. So now would be a good time to do that. Are we popping it up? My G's. Yes, we are actually. We're going as hard as we can in population. We're getting great engineer quite soon, so that could be used for possibly a wonder in the capital, or otherwise a different region to really help us get along, because we need to get some of these great wonders out before other civs, and they are catching up on us in the science department. The poor demand spurs. Durkarigalzu wants silk. Sorry, man, we don't got the empire to support your luxurious demands. And let us see what we are doing here. These guys are not done with their farm yet. So we actually got this grassland here. And this... What? Yeah, we have a quarry here, so that's all cool. But we just acquired this, and we have this. We're not at war with these guys, so they won't attack us. So technically we could buy a worker to expand here. And I think that is an apt decision, considering we have such a surplus in the gold department. That will be no problem. Honestly, like the fact that we went for roads and not harbors, because having both of them is terribly tedious. Perhaps if we do expand this empire, we may want one harbor just so we can connect other places with other harbors. That's if we go long distance. But roads are nice because they really help you around with that movement. And again, I'm just trying to get all these locations, make sure everything is being worked on by these farmers. What did they just do? Oh, they see the Siamese archer and they don't like it. Just keep working, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it one bit. Daddy's gonna take care of you. These turns are enormously long, even if I'm not doing very much. I might be competing for India for this gold square, so I may want to buy it out before they can take it. Let me double check if that is even within our reach. That is 4 squares away. It probably isn't. India has a much better chance of getting it. But Babylon is a huge city, so I don't know. Let us see what our expanse is here. Let's see if we can purchase a tile. Yeah, no way, no how are we getting that. Return to map. We just got a social policy, y'all. We could go here and then there. This could give us +3 production in, I think, 3 of our cities. So that'd be pretty cool if we eventually do that. But adopting rationalism. Boost science gained from research games with 50%. We have 3 of those going on right now. So this actually might be an incredibly important, what's the term? In-face? Not entirely sure, but this could be a game-breaking thing. So we definitely want to get this now rather than later. It's really gonna help us out. I guess the best way I can say that, and it's not at all the best way I could have worded it, but pretty important. We gotta get it down now rather than later. Let's get this frigate around, see where the top of this continent is. Also, we just follow the Japanese around, like, how you doing, Japs? Helsinki. Okay. If I meet them, then they can declare war on me. So, that's not always the best thing to meet them. Honestly. And we got a little empire going on right here. I love this little thing, how we have more people than everyone else, but we're so tiny. Oh, that's just quaint, isn't it? And again, we did go tech heavy, and we got all this huge food production in Babylon. So it is understandable when you really break it down why we have such a huge population with, like, literally no land. Public declaration from Denmark. What's going on in Denmark? Denmark's guaranteeing to press Brussels. I think Brussels is, like, way up north. Denmark's got probably one city right over here. If I can ever go over there. Probably one right over here. I find that funny that they're like, we shall protect a foreign nation that we've never met before. Actually, I don't know if they've met them. Can you be friends with something you haven't met?
There never was a good knife made of bad steel.
And that's Ben Franklin talking. That's pretty cool. And I think we just got Oxford, so it's giving us a free tech. I am inclined to take... Did we finish metallurgy? We could actually jump to rifling immediately. Our science advisor is saying go fertilizer, bro. I'm inclined to go rifling. Oh, I want to get an attack on Fitzsanulok ASAP. Biology could be 21 turns though. Oh, that's such a hard decision. You know what? I think it's best to knock off those 7 extra turns between these guys. Just go bio. And also, it's gonna put us...
If the brain were so simple we could understand it, we would be so simple we could...
Yeah, he's got a good point there.
The day of small nations has long passed away. The day of empires.
And we're the first in the industrial era, I believe. So that's pretty cool stuff right there. And actually we can get to work on rifling immediately. And Durkurigalzu, they got pretty high production. And nothing better to do with it, so... Let's say we give them windmill, because It's really going to speed up building production in the future. So, windmills are cool. He's going to get to work on a lumber mill. This thing right here can just keep circumnavigating this little ball we call this continent, which is actually pretty big. And they finished their farm over there. So, I love the industrial workers. They look so cool with the little hats on. Wow, 7 oil right there. That is... Whew. And 7 oil right there. You're kidding, right? This is interesting, to say the least. And we're going to expand there in 23 turns. 23 turns, yeah. Silly. And here we're going there in 3 turns. So in fact, we're going to actually have the oil in 3 turns. We can send this worker out to construct the oil well as soon as that pops up. And he can come over here. I love how we're mining for oil and we still have knights. We are badly in a need for a military level up, and this is exactly what Rifleman's going to give us. No, but we're badly in need for a military upgrade. I think it's pretty cool that we're going to have Rifleman by 1600, 1700-ish. It's coming in 14 turns. That's quite a while to wait. But you know, with those science agreements coming in, and we also have some of these science buildings that boost agreements by 50%, I'm not all that scared. And he wants 100 of my gold and 1 horse. I am obliged, good sir. I will have to accept that. Because I have enormous amounts of gold. And that is no problemo. Really, that's no problem to me. This suddenly looks like an awesome place to put a city. If I've ever seen one. Like, wheat, a mine, you have this oasis right here, 7 oil, a gold mine, and it's all along this river. That's so cool. Too bad we can't see some of this stuff in the early game, but that would have been really cool to see. Let's send him up to work on our last farm. And, sneeze. Let's defend right here. I'm actually within range of Son of Lock now, but, you know, I think we'll be fine. You can see a great general right there. If I have the option to take that, I'm actually obliged to take this great general right now. He'll be a pain in the future, so let's just take him. And it seems that this city has no defense. Wonderful. Let's send them into Babylon. We can get to work on that oil in a couple turns. And bring this frigate down. And around. You know, our location was blessed with some of these resources, like 7 coal and then 14 oil, really, really close to us. That is insane. We never were lucky in the iron department, I'll be honest. But it's useless quite soon. So we get the market done. Let's go and get to work on the bank and buff out our tiny little economy. And move him down 1 more piece. I think that's Japan's border. Japan's actually closer to us then. You know, that could either be Japan or that could be... It's actually these guys. It's the Siamese. Japan is not that color. Next turn. Big Ben in 7 turns. I need that thing. And these guys want a peace treaty for 720 gold, 24 gold per turn, and all my coal and open borders. They are on crack cocaine once more. Fitz Unlock's probably going to shoot one of my cities now, or sorry, not cities, but one of my guys. Well worth taking that great general. And these guys are getting to work on that, so I may just keep this guy stationed here, or bring him down. Either one is an option. I'd rather not this swordsman get damaged. I think I'll just keep this guy here for an undefined period of time until he gets threatened. He's really no threat at the moment. This is a tiny little city, 6 people. I'll show you a city. That's a city. 21 people, which is Much larger than 21, actually. It's a number. Oh, that's so crazy. That's such an awesome looking city. And this worker can go work on this oil well when we get it in one turn, I think. Just double check that. We're getting that in one turn. And these guys can, you know, fortify, actually. And we can drag this down. And observe. Oh my. They have more land than I thought. That's wonderful. Always finding out your enemies are much bigger than they appear. Sneeze once more. I'm a little bit sick. It's okay. Civ 5 cannot wait. I'm eternally surprised by how awesome Babylon is. And honestly, fertilizer will buff this place out even more. All these farms here will go up from 2 to 3s or 4s, I don't recall which. It's just going to be a fun time for all that lives in Babylon, because it'll be a crazy city. It looks like we may have to pull out now. They're bringing down the military. That was not my intention. So it seems as if we're going to pull out with this knight now. No interest in losing him in a petty fight. We may be able to take up this guy if he pulls him down too far and we get him. These guys can start working on an oil well now, which is beast. And this guy can just keep going north, inspecting what's going on in this empire. They got 7 coal right there. Do they have a mine on it? They don't have a mine on it. They have a farm currently on that coal. Who's farming their coal? That's just silly. Dublin's got 7 oil. And, this is pretty cool. Next turn. I love the fact that we own territory that is within two blocks of an enemy city. That's just pretty awesome. And again, I don't know if we're going to be able to acquire these two because they're just on the border of Babylon. But it would be so cool if we could. I think they'll bring these elephants even farther down now. Probably onto this gold mine right here. I like the diplomacy of the game right now. It's going along pretty swell. I got research agreements with 3 people right now, which is just wonderful. Should I track how much is from research?